s- they just need to make more games that are not Final
Not Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy. Just stop calling them Final Fantasy. Maybe it's just cursed. Just call them like
Yeah,
Last Wish.
Kind
There
of
you
like
go.
when Final Fantasy Spirits Within came out, and I was like, how is this related to Final Fantasy at all?
Yeah, that it
yeah.
was such a good movie, but it just wasn't Final Fantasy.
If they just called
No.
it Spirits Within or something instead
Or
of
if they
Final
called the
Fantasy.
Spirits Mako, I'd watch it.
Make up with it. Uh, doesn't the modded 3DS display on your screen? Yeah, it's $500 though. Midnight. I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy
I
that.
just want an adapter or some update
Seriously.
where I can just like Wi-Fi it.
There's got to be like a USB to something.
But there's not.
Yeah.
Nope, no video
Unless you
output.
buy the modded thing for $500.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Time to invest.
Yeah. In which case, you still need to use the controller anyway. Like the 3DS controller. You can't just like,
Ah, you're right.
yeah.
Because it's not a controller; it's like two Game
Yeah.
Boys on top of each other.
Yeah. He's dumb.
Any of you guys have any other things to talk about before we take some questions from chat and answer them?
Nah.
Devil May Cry was a good game, right?
I have Okay, so in regard to an MMO,
Oh yeah.
think something like Guild Wars, or Guild Wars 2 rather, where you have the different races and their different origins, and this giant world. Imagine if those different origins affected more than just your starting position.
How so?
Okay, say you have humans, you make a human, and you don't ever see another, like you don't ever really see a Sylvari ever until you get to a certain point in the game. Everything that you're doing in the story is centered around your race or your origin. And then eventually, somewhere in the story, the developers release some sort of event or calamity, something that causes everyone to merge together in
See-
one
Or
big setting.
come together to like fight a one force against another.
Yes.
See, that's a really cool idea, but I don't think, in terms of an MMO, I don't think that's practical. Because then that you punish anybody who wants to play the game way after it comes out. So, like, if there's only one event like that, they're not going to be able to experience what happens beforehand, and then you've just isolated everybody who hasn't purchased your game yet.
So you don't like what WoW did with
Yeah,
their
I mean,
stuff?
kind of like WoW, how it's you can never experience the old world ever again. It's just gone forever.
That
And
made me really sad.
yeah,
See, I understand that. I really do. But at the same time, I feel like some sort of world persistency, world constancy, progression would be wonderful to see in a game, to where you can have people who can relay those stories to new players.
I kind of get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying, but I think developers are too lazy. I think that takes way
Yeah.
too much effort, and it's never actually going to happen. Or it's
Right.
not going to happen for a while anyway. It's too much effort.
You know what I really miss? Admin events though. Like they never do them anymore. Everything's just supposed to be automated, and so everything gets taken care of without an
Yeah.
admin.
Those
which
were
kinda
actually
makes
really
me sad.
cool, actually.
Like you see this one mob you've been farming for a while, and then it starts talking to you, and you're like, "What the fuck's going on?"
I do think
Yeah.
that would be cool to have like a more persistent and evolving story in an MMO rather than just like here's a new dungeon, here's a new dungeon, here's a new villain, here's a new dungeon. Just like have like things like significantly change. But
Yes.
like I said, I don't think any developer will ever actually do that because it's just too much effort and you isolate the people who have never actually played at that point. So
Right. There is somewhat like I know how people around here feel about EVE Online, how boring it is, but if you there are places where you can look up region maps of player controlled places in space, and you can just like over time watch it change and evolve, and people have made videos of time lapses, and they're pretty neat like that. But apparently there's places in the game that like players have lost the hugest ship called the Titan, and it's called like the Titan Graveyard, the first one, and people actually go out there kind of like a pilgrimage almost.
Speaking of
That's pretty
Eve,
badass.
wasn't there recently some on like Reddit about how some people like spent a year infiltrating another clan or something
Oh, yeah,
I saw
just
that.
to steal like $100,000 worth of shit?
People will call you spy just be like because it's the LOL troll thing to do.
That's
Jesus.
amazing. That's
But, yeah.
$100,000 worth of
That's
real
pretty-
life money.
That's
Oh yeah.
how much did Titans cost again?
Oh, I don't even know.
They were
It's
like over
billions of
10
ISK.
grand or something, right? Something ridiculous.
10,000 billion maybe, yeah.
God.
Oh, you mean in real life money?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I have no idea because like roughly because you buy Plex, which is an in-game item. I think they're $10 or $15 each,
Mhm.
and that equates when I last played, which was years ago, is 300 million. So think of like $10 for 300
Oh my
million.
god, that has to be. I don't even know how to say that number.
What's that? Oh,
Like how big that would be in the
Fucking
in-game
Google
currency.
Plexes.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
yeah, it gets up there. People have lost like truckloads of like 30 Plex, the item, the game time item, in their cargo because it gets blown up. 30 of those.
Yeah,
dangerous
Eve's the
game.
thing I would never want to play, but I like reading about.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel
Yeah.
about it. A lot of
That's
cool
the
shit
thing.
happens in that game, but I'm too scared to actually do it.
Yeah, if I don't know, if we all banded together, we could probably do some shit.
Star Citizen. I'm telling you.
Oh man, I just want it to
God.
be. I want it to be finished first.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that
keep
game
getting,
is starting to
email
become
updates
so
and stuff.
overhyped. It's becoming like Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
I got an email saying they were celebrating their anniversary. I'm like, but the game's not out yet.
I just hope that it doesn't become like DayZ, where it goes into alpha and never stops.
I don't think it will. Not with these guys. These guys have been.
They have way too much money to throw at this.
Yeah, they do.
That's true.
They're past what 50 million now.
Good God. Yeah, because we spent like $100+ on some shit, right, Russ?
I don't remember.
I just remember we bought a really fancy.
Oh,
gift.
in Star Citizen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I just want to fly it already. I'm
But
assuming I
still-
can by now. It's just I don't know if I want to yet.
It seems like with that money, they could just go to another developer and have them make it, but I'm sure it wouldn't be that great.
Yeah. Especially with how big they're expecting it to be.
It's like a it's
Right.
like a universe at this point, right? You can,
Right.
like-
Gotcha.
Well, is it supposed to be like an MMO, or is it just going to be like matches as it is right now?
Well, it's supposed to be like an MMO.
Or you can do trades and you'll need security to go with you and all that good
Yes.
stuff. Yeah, that sounds dope as hell.
So like how
that is
Arcade
pretty
that gets me
hardcore.
hype. It gets me the hype.
So like how Arcade was supposed to be,
Right.
and then they fucked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a really
to
cool
win.
concept. So you need like bodyguards to actually initiate a trade because they could just fuck you over.
Pretty much.
Or
That's
you're
really
like
cool.
or you could be like a, what was that? What was Han Solo?
Smuggler.
A smuggler. You
Smuggler.
could be a smuggler and just try to get out there as fast as you can.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that because there's no like open trade window. There's just like it's
You have to actually dock and
Yeah.
you have to
load
do it. Yeah, that's really cool. I really hope
So
that's as good as it looks.
But that's always the hard part, is trying to find a game like that where it doesn't become your second job.
Yeah.
Because you get sucked in, and it's just like, I'm off my first job, time to go back to the second. For fun.
Have you guys heard of Elite Dangerous?
Nope.
Nope.
Negative.
I've seen a bunch of it looks like Star Citizen actually. And apparently it's like I don't know, like it's it involves spaceships and shit and it looks
Well, the name
exactly the same.
name's terrible name. It's not gonna get anywhere.
It's a pretty dumb name, I agree, but I don't know, I've seen like a lot of screenshots of it and it looks extremely cool actually, but it's pretty much the same thing like Star Citizen. I don't know enough about it to make an opinion, so
But it's actually coming out this year, though,
that's true.
as opposed to Star Citizen, which will probably be like
A
2
TBA.
years. Yeah, I don't expect Star Citizen to be done anytime soon.
Yeah.
Estimate DayZ will be done 2016.
Good God, what is taking them so long for DayZ?
I have no idea.
Are they actually trying to improve it, or are they just trying to add like, I want to add a butterfly knife and some band-aids?
Yeah.
Christ.
And then they keep breaking their engine, apparently. I don't
DayZ sucks.
know. God, you're bitter for nothing. Hold on.
Fucking hate that game.
Well, then don't play it.
God, I
Jesus
hate
Christ,
that
no
game.
one's
It's
making you
so-
play this game.
It's such a bad game.
Why are you really upset about
Oh
this
my
for no
God.
reason?
It's
Most
ruining
of-
my day.
No one say Daisy around cry, apparently.
Day Y.
Thank you. Thank you.
Day Alpha.
All right, tell me more about this dangerous elite thing.
Shut the fuck up. I don't know anything about it. It looks cool. The end.
All right,
Alright.
good.
Can we take some questions now?
Yeah. I've been asking in chat. First thing I saw was the new Pokemon's game, and I know like you guys have not played that, so I'll probably skip that. I do want to say
there's an airship.
I
Yeah.
want to play it.
that is the one thing that I think is gonna start revolutionizing the games. Like when you get to, it's basically like Final Fantasy in the sense once you complete a chunk of the story, you get a Pokemon that you can just, it's not the HM fly, like you just legitimately fly around the world. And there's like Knights of the Round Table, hidden islands and shit and like that. It's weird seeing that in a Pokemon game, but I love it. I really hope they expand that more. But everything else is pretty much the exact same. So,
Wait, so real quick, if you were to play the new one, which one would you get?
Omega Ruby.
Ruby.
Groudon's so much more badass than Kyogre. Fuck that nerd.
But I hear that Team
Ruby.
Aqua's better than Magma.
Ruby.
Mm.
Oh,
They're both shitty. The stories are always really shitty, except in Black and White. I feel like the story was actually pretty good in that one.
I was
I like
hoping
that one.
that the story would help me through it, but I just couldn't get over it after playing X and Y.
Really?
oh.
It just looks so different. And you
Oh,
go diagonal.
downgraded.
Yeah.
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 That's what happens when you go downgrading, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. But I was
think-
hoping the story would have like hooked me, but it didn't.
Black and White's the only one I actually gave a shit about the story. I just didn't want to just complete it and get.
What
to
about Black and
week
White
4 and
2?
But Gary's the best.
Gary's a little shithead. He has no character. He's just a fucker. That's all he does. But he's still the best because nostalgia.
I'm sure that's how the rough draft was. Like, insert fucker here.
Oh, random mention. Elite Dangerous comes out 16th of December.
Eh,
Yeah, just letting you know.
cool. Yeah,
Alright.
that does look pretty dope. I did need to research that more before I make a decision on it, though.
Nah. Okay.
All right, let's see. What do we got? Read some questions from chat. I've been talking
If
a
you
lot.
could improve any video game, what would you do and why?
Okay. Well, I would take Pokemon and give it guns.
Okay, fair enough.
I would take DayZ and make it better so Cry likes it.
I would take DayZ and just throw out the source code and
Throw it in the trash.
just just carry on with my life.
Source code.
I would take Guns, the duel, and add Pokemon.
I would take
Holy
Guns the Duel
shit.
and actually make it a good sequel.
Bulbasaur like vine whipping everywhere. That'd be shit.
Climbing
actually
on
would
walls
be
and shit.
pretty
That'd be actually
With the
pretty
Newsy in
badass.
his mouth.
Does he get sunglasses too?
Bulbasaur.
Yes.
I would take Contagion and make a decent, lengthy escape map. One that was slower
Somewhat
paced.
balanced.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I feel like there needs to be a Contagion that's better than Contagion. Because Contagion by itself, it's like the concept's really good, but it's still like, it's not very polished. It's just kind of like,
It's still zombie panic.
yeah, it's just, eh.
Oh. Speaking of that, I really want Damned to be more polished.
Oh, me too.
That has so much potential.
Never played it.
But
You guys played it
fuck
on
me,
stream,
it's
right?
Not polished.
Yeah,
we played it a
few
few
times.
times. Yeah.
It's a fun game if you like. I don't know, can get into it, but it just needs a lot more polish. The sounds definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bunch of stock sounds, I swear.
And then the actual optimization's pretty fucking shit.
Right. It needs a lot of work, which it's never gonna get. So drop it.
I know it sucks, but I do agree on the Contagion part. Like, I would really like a realistic mode for Contagion. Like, there's nothing in terms of like you can see their names and stuff. There's
So like Insurgency.
like Contagion with Insurgency. You take out all the UI,
A realism mode.
pure realism mode, and like your job is to like go through like maybe an apartment complex and find like some people, survivors and stuff, and get them out of there.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
That would be pretty cool. Like, there's not a lot of people either, just like a few people.
Even if it was like menu based, I guess, like when you go back to your base from all your scavenging or whatever, and then it just throws you into different like missions to go do to things and
Absolutely.
survive. I think that'd been dope.
Yeah. We should contact the developers and be like, do what we want you to do. And your game will get a lot better. And they'll be like, you know what? You're right. We'll do it. And that's how we're going to make our
I
own
doubt
game.
it. I doubt it.
I know.
Nikki
Wishful
Lowland. Thoughts to why AAA developers or AAA titles keep getting released with so many bugs and glitches, and do you feel like they are making a scam to their consumers?
They are. They're doing the goat simulator.
They
That's what
are.
I'm
They
calling it.
really are.
They're doing it on purpose.
They're doing the goat.
Goat Simulator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're not bugs, they're features.
Oh, oh.
Well, the general reason why AAA titles are getting released like that is just because everything's being rushed out.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot of
It's
it.
exact-
It's not the developer's fault, it's the publisher's fault.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I think
go ahead.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
God damn it. I wouldn't say that the developers are entirely blame-free. There are certain things that they have to see.
Well, yeah, it's just they don't always have the time to
So that's what I'm
do
saying.
it.
Yeah, they can see that it's fucked up, and they go, "Well, we have to release it,
And, like,
so whatever."
Yeah, they could want to fix it, but they might be being told by their boss to do this instead of fix this.
Mm.
Yeah.
You
They're
know, like,
also the thing with like the Assassin's Creed Unity thing with opting not to making or not making a female protagonist. Their response to that was, well, it would have been too hard to animate.
well, that was just the PR guy sucking dick at being responsive to what people want.
Yeah, I think that's
That's
more
not
true.
what they. I don't think that's what they actually meant. But the PR guy was like, "They'll understand if I say this," but he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. You gotta
Like-
realize that the people that are like, for the guys who runs like the Twitter for Assassin's Creed or something like that, or I don't know how they said it, but just the people who talk to the public are not the same people who are actually on the development team.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair.
You think maybe they meant like a female protagonist wouldn't have worked for their story? Like that would have been a better response?
I think he was just pulling shit out of his ass.
That's
He didn't
a
have any
possibility,
real
too.
excuse.
I don't know how you like. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna fuck it up.
go fuck it up. 'Cause
Right.
real talk though, a female assassin's main protagonist would be really cool.
I'm sure.
But
pretty cool.
you know, they just
But it
don't-
would just involve
They just
banging
didn't do it.
everybody and killing them.
Exactly.
That's every
Like
single mission would be
seduction.
that, and
Oh
then
my
there'd be
fucking
feminism
God, that's
frequency all
right.
over it, and nah,
Because-
it wouldn't work.
on like all the like you got Ezio. If Ezio was a female, people would be like, "I can't believe you making her be out like a slut and shit." But since Ezio's a guy, people are
No, he's
okay
allowed
with
to
him
fuck
being
whoever he
manly.
wants. Yeah, fuck that
Yeah,
double standard.
but if that would suck.
Yeah.
I did not think about that.
So see, you can't have females in an Assassin's Creed game.
Well,
Maybe
that-
that's why.
That would be why I did it anyway. That would be exactly why. To break that standard. Because
Yeah.
fuck that.
Unfortunately, I don't think it would break the standard. It would just piss people
It
off
would
more.
piss a lot of people off, and that would make a statement. I would do it. But because they're a AAA company.
They're never gonna risk it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a freaking female protagonist in Liberation, but Liberation was like a really small spin-off game.
No one even knows who that was.
Yeah, like there's so many random Assassin's Creed. Like Rogue came out. No one knows who the fuck Rogue is.
No one cares either.
Yeah.
What game has tugged at your emotions the most from Doomcom?
I thought the ending of Shadow Col- Oh shit! Fucking Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah,
contest.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Any
True
game that
Patriot
makes
every
me,
time.
Any game that makes me
Dog
Bark.
any game that makes me stand up out of my seat and salute at the end.
Oh my god. I can so imagine that too. I don't know. See, I thought that was at the end of 3. That was like I was like, like holding it back. But at the end of 4, I just fucking lost it when he's like, Snake led a hard life. I was like, oh come on.
Yeah.
you,
And I gotta
Otacon.
come crying. So you just come the fuck on. That's just ugh. Yeah, but I would say Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4 probably.
If we're gonna go on that route, I'm gonna have to go with Valiant Hearts.
Really?
Valiant Hearts. Yeah.
You sure not just because it's recently in your memory?
No. That's the only one that's ever made me really like feel for war and stuff.
Really?
Like it's so fucking well done.
Play this
Like-
war of mine.
Yeah, do it.
I,
Fucking do it. Everyone's telling you do it. Why haven't you done it?
the only problem with it is it looks like a phone game to me.
Well,
Like
don't
with
treat
the
it like a
layout,
phone
it's like
game.
it's like a click and the move game and stuff, right?
Sorta, yeah, but there's more to it. You still have to hide and like be aware of your position.
I just, for some reason, I just can't get past like point and click games like that. I don't know why.
Even
Like-
though you played The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, you can still move with WASD and shit. I don't know why, but that works. Like the simple fact that I can control my character and make him spin around with my fingers if I wanted him to, that's fine.
I understand
But-
where you're coming, but I don't know. I got past it. I didn't like it at first too, but it grows on you.
Also, The Last of Us.
Last of Us was good.
I didn't like that. I didn't like it.
I didn't. Oh well, never mind. The intro was pretty. It's pretty heartbreaking. That's about it.
I like the intro.
I thought the intensity of the getting to her at the end was good.
Yeah, that had a lot of like forward momentum and shit. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
What about Bastion for a Fuel Striker? It was good, but it didn't make me. I didn't tear up or anything.
I was pretty sad at the end of Shadow Colossus though.
Yeah, that was pretty upsetting.
Except for, I guess, spoilers, but we've all played it, right?
Yeah, it's.
It's a baby, and you're like, what?
Oh yeah, at the end.
It's so sad, and you're like, it's a baby.
That was
Baby.
prequel to Ico, right?
Yeah,
Apparently, somehow.
Well,
spiritual. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he
I
has the
still
horns,
yet to
that's
touch
all.
Echo.
Me either, but it looks pretty.